The sun keeps going behind clouds. The lighting's probably gonna change. Hello, thank you for coming to watch another crafty video here on SoCraftastic, or if you're brand new, thank you for coming to watch the very first video here, and I hope you stick around. I do. Lately, I have been really into testing craft kits. I'm doing all different types. This is the Doper? Is it do? It's French. I don't speak French. Duper craft kit, like super? You guys heard it from Wiktionary. Duper. Here we have the Duper craft kit. I suck at accents and languages, other than English, and sometimes even that. DIY sandalwood ring project kit. Making your own jewelry gift. Made in China, French word. Everything comes in here surprisingly. I thought it would be bigger, but I mean, rings are small, so the Queen of Obvious has spoken.
Rings are small.
I purchased this kit from Amazon. I will leave a link in the description box below if you're interested in buying the same one. It was about $35 with tax, so not too expensive. Here is what comes with the kit. All this stuff. I have no idea where to start, so this instruction manual is going to come in super handy. Super duper. Also, I wanted to do something extra nice for you guys and give away the rings that I create. I don't really wear rings aside from this guy, and I thought it would be a nice gesture to, instead of like hoard them in my craft collection, to maybe give you guys some. Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out the details on how you can enter. Oh yeah. P.S. Who else loves this movie? Thumbs up. Here is what the kit comes with. There's quite a bit of stuff in here, as I mentioned. It comes with a set of 6 different shaped files, a ring measuring tool so you can see what size your fingers need. I don't ever remember that sort of thing, so this will be very helpful. To do this, there is the measuring rod and then the set of measuring circles. There is the cutest ring box ever. This is my favorite color. It has a bow on it, and then there's another one that's black that's also pretty nice looking. It has a diamond pattern, so I like them both. There's a chunk of beeswax, a small steel spoon it says, but it looks pretty big to me. There is this buffing block, which I'm very surprised to see OPI on it. That's a pretty well-known nail polish brand, so this should be good, hopefully. There's a set of 2 gloves. They stretch a little bit. I don't know, they're kind of tight on me, honestly, so I don't know how they would be for bigger hands. A sandpaper set with, I believe, 6 sheets of different grain sandpaper, and these sheets are really big. Then, of course, we have the ring material. There are 4 pieces of sandalwood and 2 pieces Bodhi. And a small vise to hold the ring material while you are sanding it and filing it down. First, I'm going to figure out my ring size. I chose my right index finger, which is definitely not a 4, a little too tight, but the 5 fits really great. You can also size your existing rings with the rod. However, if it happens to have sizing beads inside the band, like this one of mine, you won't be able to get an accurate reading. Darn my knuckles. Next, trace the inside of the measuring circle onto the wooden ring material. It's kind of hard to hold in place, but the mark doesn't have to be that accurate. You'll see why later. Now I'm out in the garage and I'm going to attach the mini vise that came with the set to this little workbench here. And I'm securing the ring material as tight as I possibly can. We don't want that guy moving around, not at all. Then file away. Why am I thinking of signs? Swing away. I'm starting with this round one to shave away some wood inside. The instructions actually say not to file all the way through the pen mark, and to leave some showing, but that just doesn't work. I ended up having to shave even more away, aka remove the pen line and beyond, in order for the ring to fit my finger. This is because the tip of the pen was too thick to get all the way up to the plastic ring to create an accurate mark in the first place. This isn't a big deal though, just continue to file a little bit at a time until it fits your finger perfectly. You just want to check every once in a while. I ended up taking a break from working on the center to start filing the outside, and here I'm using a flat file. Be sure that you're rotating the ring material every so often so it keeps a round shape. You don't want it to just be flat on one side and then have it thicker on the others. Before I ended up filing too much off of the outside, I wanted to get the fit correct to my finger. Well, we did. I actually enlisted a bit of help from both my mom and my fiance because the repetitive filing was starting to make my wrists very uncomfortable. It's really important, if you have this issue also, to switch hands when filing if you have any discomfort at all, and also allow yourself to take breaks. The instructions do advise to keep the wood above 2 millimeters in thickness so it doesn't get too thin and break, but I probably should have filed a little bit more away. I would suggest maybe 3 or 4. Remember, you'll also remove some of the width of the wood while sanding, so don't overdo it with filing either. After over a couple hours, that's right, a couple hours I filed this, the green sandalwood ring is down to about 5 millimeters in width at this point. Speaking of sanding, we'll get to that soon, but first I'm going to work on an African blackwood ring to fit my fiance Craig. His right ring finger is a size 11. P.S. Those of you who have noticed that my nail polish looks like absolute poop, it's because there's no reason to freshly paint my nails and then chip it away on accident with the file or the sandpaper, so hopefully you don't let it distract you too much with the ugliness. Sorry. And I'm also creating a Bodhi ring, which kind of looks like a little coconut before filing off the outer part. Anyone else agree? It's cute. Both this one and Craig's ring took a lot less time to file down to size than mine, maybe about an hour each. Possibly because I already had some practice and or the wood might be slightly softer on these than it is with the green sandalwood. Okay, now let's sand. For this part of the process, you'll need to use all 6 pieces of sandpaper in order from the roughest grit down to the most smooth or fine. The kit will advise you to wear gloves, but I personally say screw that. The gloves tend to get stuck on the sandpaper and slow everything down, so if you don't wear them, just be extra careful not to scratch up your skin and your fingernails. The gloves are getting stuck. I also used the rod to help me sand the inside of the ring. Just don't remove too much so it becomes a larger size. Be sure to sand all parts of the ring on each piece of sandpaper. So around, top and bottom, and inside every single time. Took at least an hour for me with this ring, but it probably would have been less if I had filed a tiny bit more away prior. I think it's a tad too wide still. Let me show you the final part of the process, beeswax. Carefully melt a small piece in the spoon with a lighter. Dunk the ring in completely for a few minutes and you can flip it around so it gets all the parts of it. Fish it out. I'm using a toothpick. Then wipe it off with a towel or paper towel. Finally, buff it with the white foam on this handy tool here, and now you have an extra shiny ring. It looks so different from the unfinished wood material that we started with. And here are the other 2 rings I completed as well. You don't need wax for the white one, by the way. Now, here's the moment I'm sure some of you have been waiting for. It's giveaway time! Woohoo! To enter for a chance to possibly win one of these beautiful handmade rings, all you have to do is comment on 2 of my videos. This is very specific. For the first video, you'll have to comment on this one in the comment section below which ring you would like to win, which is your favorite, and that you are entering. Or if you're not entering, you can still tell me your favorite ring. Oh my gosh, no. And the second video you have to comment on is my previous one from last week, the testing an adult craft kit one. On that one, I simply want you to comment what types of videos you enjoy seeing the most on my channel, and or some suggestions for what I should make in the future. There are all these scary things that potentially could be happening with this kids issue and YouTube and the FTC, so I may need to do a little bit of reworking with my video series, and I might not be able to test kids craft kits in the future. That is a thing that could be happening come January if you haven't heard about it. There are a ton of videos from My Froggy Stuff, Nerdy Crafter on her vlog channel, and other channels as well have put things out on it if you want to learn about all the things that us YouTubers are really worried about at the moment. No matter what happens, I love creating videos for you guys, and I'm going to pivot any way I need to keep my channel up and running and continue to make you guys happy here. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye! Super. I saved in my screenshots how much this was. Not there, right there. No, not, what? Wow, okay, way back